Or did you already start it?
I did not.
No, never mind. It should be recording right now. Anyway, well then I'm gonna call the meeting to order at 4:34 p.m. on a Thursday. All right. Welcome, everyone. From your great break. The spring semester has started. Yippee! That's great. I hope everyone's getting off to a good start with that, and having a great start to this beautiful Senate that we call home. So now we're going to do. Advisor Roman's going to go and do roll call in the background. This is what's going to go on. She's going to do roll call in the background. Not many people to get, but she's going to do it. As that's happening, I'm just going to go around and everyone's going to say, we're just going to do a nice little check-in. See how everyone's feeling. Anything that's venting up inside. Just, we'll take about, 5 minutes to just get that out. All right. So, I'm just going to start from the top. Jenna Boyd, VP Boyd. How you doing? How you feeling?
I'm doing okay. I'm doing well. I'm starting a new job next week and a little bit of anxiety about that. So I'll be working at the Dane County District Attorney's Office, and then I don't know. I don't have classes until March, so school is at least balanced with starting a job. And other than that, like on the periphery, I'm starting to think about elections, but for Senate. But otherwise, I'm okay. So tired all the time, but I think that's the season. So
I hear you. I hear you're tired all the time. Well, you're gonna do a great at that job. Now, next, wouldn't that be? I believe that would be VP Moreno would be next on the list, technically, right?
Sure thing. Hi,
I think you are, but
everyone.
Oh, I'll
Okay.
go last. I just
Okay.
go last.
Okay. Hi, everyone. Nice to see everyone again. Everything good so far. I really don't miss the cold at all. It's still pretty cold. I get cold. I like the heat, definitely. I'm waiting for that. But last semester, last classes, things going okay. It's gonna be quite weird doing chemistry online, but we'll see how that goes. And yes, getting ready for all those transfer application crazy process that it takes to, get to the next step. But other than that, things going great. Food pantry working, student ambassador as well. And yeah, here.
You're great, VP Moreno. All right, VP Saeed. How you doing, buddy?
Hey there, can you hear me now
Yep.
properly? Alright. Yeah, I haven't been using this PC for a long time, so I'm just testing it out. Alright. I'm doing pretty good. I'm still working on some PR stuff like I did start creating a poster, but I might need some help of some other PR members even. Um
I'm going to interject with you for 1 second there, VP Side. I appreciate you giving us the lovely report on that. I would just suggest, this is a suggestion, save that information for the report
uh
section.
okay.
Let's talk about how you're doing. How was your break? How did the semester end? What things that are a joy to you, we would love to hear about those.
Alright.
Just a
Alright.
suggestion. Do it,
Yeah.
but you
Yeah.
do you do.
Yeah. Well, so my break was pretty good. I went for ice fishing, and unfortunately, I just fell down the ice. So that was a
Ooh.
bad experience, but I get to learn something new. So yeah, it was pretty good. I'm back to work. I'm back to school. Everything is just like normal now. Yeah, I'm just missing those in-person classes. Hopefully, I get to see people in person in the summer or maybe in the fall. I don't know, but yeah.
We keep hoping for it, but wow, I am very happy that you are here right now. That do not want to fall through. That's a very dangerous thing. I'm so happy you're okay. Whew, I'm a little hot right now thinking about that. All right, well, let's just keep going on the list. I don't think again, I don't know Francisco if he's officially going to be a center or not. We'll deal with that later. VP Sobranik, how are you doing? Senator Sobranik, how are you doing, buddy?
I am doing well. So, I kind of just finished my semester last year, and I am beginning another semester as well. And I am also in the early stages of the transfer process to UW Madison. I'll be transferring this fall.
Oh,
That's pretty much it for me.
your break go good though? You doing
Yeah,
good break?
yeah,
Nice. It's a nice R&R relaxation time.
yeah.
I'm happy for you, man. I know you're gonna do great, and you're gonna keep it on moving for yourself. All right, then let's go to Senator Willis. How you doing?
Hey, Miss 3109. Hello. Um,
Hey.
I am sorry, I'm talking and I got a mask on.
All right.
I'm back. I'm here for the duration. This is my final semester, so I actually graduate in May, not December. Um, Looking forward to being successful with everybody this semester
Yeah.
and collaborating with everyone. So, thank you.
We want to do the same back, and hey, I meant every word in that video that that you saw. So really did. All right, moving down, Senator Weiner. How you doing? How was your break? Anything new? What's going on?
My break was pretty good. I found out I am just gotta finish a couple more classes to transfer, so I'm gonna finish. I'm gonna do my fall semester and then try to do a mid transfer in the spring before the spring. So I just got to do some math classes because I don't want to take math classes at Madison. I would rather
And,
take them here.
and no, Madison College is great for their math classes.
Definitely.
And wow, we got a lot of transferring going on. But hey, that's nothing wrong with that. All right, cool. Senator Zebel, last but certainly not least, how are you doing, buddy?
Yeah, I'm surviving, living, going through classes, working pretty much. That's all I'm up to these days. Now I got class started, so that's gonna be fun. But other than that, yeah.
And good break though.
Yeah, work, nothing special. But yeah.
Say that one more time. I didn't
So
catch
just
that.
work, nothing special. That's all I did.
Okay.
Yeah.
But did you enjoy time for yourself though?
Yeah, I did. Yeah. Well, this whole COVID time, spend time with myself. Come on now.
I guess in some ways. Well, that's good to hear, and I'm glad. Advisor Rome, how about you? And I mean,
Yes.
I know about but how are you doing? Just for everyone else's sake.
Yeah. Doing well. It was a very nice break. 2 weeks off. Lots of time with the 1-year-old, which was fun. She loves Christmas. She loves snow. She loves lights. So it was lots of fun. And I'm not going anywhere except for maternity leave in June. I will be back in the fall and again in the spring and then next fall and next spring and on and on and on. So this is very exciting that so many people are transferring though. That is the goal. It makes me sad every time people leave, but that is the goal, that you don't stick with us forever, that there's other stuff out there. So it's exciting.
Certainly is. And that as for me, I'm doing great. Yeah, I'm just hanging in there. I care more about you guys, really. And I love hearing all your stories. But yeah, that ice thing, you gotta be careful. That really just gets me. All right, well, that is a good little check-in. I feel like probably everyone's feeling a little warmed up now, a little bit like you're moving and a little loose. All right, then we are gonna just hit it off from the bat. All right. So we have no minutes, so we're gonna skip that. That's strike one. I'm just joking. And then we're going to do corrections and approval of the agenda. That was sent out to you last night, and or is in the SharePoint. If everyone's taken a look at it, I will take a motion to approve it. I just need to see some hands. All right, Sarah, VP Boyd. Do I have a second? And looks like VP Saeed. All those in favor, just give me the thumbs up thing. Katrina might not be able to do it, but everyone else should be able to do it. Just keep them up until I say keep them down, because I'm not. There we go. Well, it's even though the Katrina country is going to pass. All those opposed, just for the sake of it, you can put them all down. Now you can put them down. Eric, VP. What a bad start.
My bad, my bad, my bad, my bad.
No, that's all right. And then you put them down, and then any abstentions, you can put them up. All right, and yeah, it's passed the agenda for tonight. So we have no public comments just for today. This
That
GA.
look good,
So
though? I like looking. He looks good.
I did not hear what you're going to say. I
Ah,
don't think you
never
said
mind.
anything useful. I'm just going to continue on going. Then I'm just going to go straight down. Officer and committee reports. That President Green for Executive Council. The Executive Council met last week. I believe it was last week. Time goes by so slow. And to prep and prepare for building the spring timeline, which includes who's going to actually be speaking at these GAs, and what we would like to try to realistically, and here's the theme, guys, realistic expectations. That's the theme that we're going with this semester, realistic expectations. And, we just did a basic check of how we're looking and operating and how we're doing. We got a lot done. Started, putting our, shovel in the dirt, if you want to say that. And, I think it was very productive. And yeah, anything that you want to see that we're getting together, check out the SharePoint, and it's on the spring timeline. You pass it when you went to go check out the GA for tonight, the agenda. So that's my report. There's not really much else besides that. Yeah, we know that everyone got the unfortunate letter. There's no admin and finance. We lost our dear VP Rubio. So we're just gonna move down. Legislative and Rules Committee, VP Boyd.
I don't have a real update. My only goals on my periphery right now are starting to look forward to the Senate elections, and then I'll be reaching out hopefully to collaborate with VP Moreno and VP Said, and we can kind of go from there. And that's, I think, all I have for Legislative and Rules Committee right now.
Cool. Then Team Development Committee, VP Moreno.
Yeah, I think that on a similar line, it's still starting semester. This is basically the brainstorm part of everything. Definitely there are some small projects that were not done last semester that will focus on this semester. So keep an eye on for the fun stuff. Also, we'll focus on the other aspects, training, inviting more people to Senate. So just as every start of the semester, it's also time to, contact classes for Senate that's out there. But we'll focus on that eventually. Other than that, I would say, just as Sean said, we'll try to keep it realistic and as possible as it can. I would also like to say that further on, throughout this semester, I will have a class that kind of clashes with the GAs, but it's later in the GA. So if I just step out for a reason, it's that I have a class. Thank you.
Okie dokie. Thank you very much, VP Moreno. VP Said, Public Relations Committee. Now I would think you should probably talk to us about all that work you're thinking about doing.
All right, so I'm working on creating a poster for the elections. So I already started working on it, but I'll probably need some help of my PR team members. And I already reach out to my instructors to see if they are open to have presentations from student senate, and most of them said they are pretty much open to it for it. So I'll probably be giving some presentations sooner in this in next week. Yeah. Mostly I'm just working on elections and to make sure we have audience just before the election. So I'll make sure I post things from like next week, because this week was kind of like a hectic week for me, because I just got started working on my classes, so it was like a tight schedule for me. So yeah.
All right. All right. All right. Thank you very much. Now moving down to advisory report. Advisor Rome.
Welcome to the new semester. It's very exciting. I wanted to sort of give an official update of sort of which members are still with us and what committees you're still on. Because if you are interested in changing to any of the sort of higher priority things, which I'm about to mention, let us know. So this document is available in the SharePoint under the.
It's just in when you click on the councils and the committees.
Yeah.
It's just
in the main
it's not in any specific folder after that. So
I knew it was easy to find, and I found it earlier, but couldn't remember. So just to clarify, we will still be having admin and finance committee meetings. I'm going to probably try to take the lead with those along with President Green, because that committee is responsible for working on the 3-year plan, which is absolutely mandatory that we work on that and submit and present and all of that. So unless there's someone who's interested in taking on the role of Vice President of Admin and Finance, I'll be kind of taking the lead on that. If there is anyone who wants to do that, let President Green and I know. We can get that process in motion, open up nominations, all that jazz. Definitely would love to have someone fill it, but we have a plan if no one is interested. Some other important vacancies. We really need a chair and members for the Racial Inequity Committee. We have the 2 at-large student members and Francisco. Barbara has volunteered to keep that committee just in motion through chairing a couple meetings in the interim, but she's got a lot on her plate. So if there's anybody else who's interested in actually chairing or co-chairing or something, let us know. There is the formal application, but just putting it out there that that's definitely one of our priorities. Otherwise, President Green will keep things moving, and we'll make sure we don't lose too much steam with that one. These are the other sort of things that are open. At this point, it would be great if we have representation for shared governance councils, but some of these other internal Senate things are going to be our priority while our numbers are so low. The other thing that's not on here is the communications coordinator. So we would love to have somebody working on the website. President Green started the process of transitioning to a new website. If he has to, he'll keep working on it. But the more the merrier, because there's a lot of work to do there. And then minutes are very important. Senator Zebel has offered for the first part of the semester. So we're grateful for that. But if there's anyone who's interested in that role, let us know. And then the other priority is the Student Activities Board. So that is the group, again, if you don't remember, that sort of oversees all of the funding for student organizations and student fees. So that group meets every Friday from 1:30 to 3:30 in the spring semester. So starting tomorrow, there's a meeting every Friday. Jenna is able to serve in the Senate representative role after we get into February. But we also are supposed to have an alternate that we haven't had all semester. This is incredibly important this semester because each organization creates and presents their 3-year plan and budget, which we want as many student representatives to hear those budgets, ask questions, vote on as possible. The final budget will come to Senate in April, but the detailed version goes to the Student Activities Board to present a recommendation to Senate. So those are kind of the top things we're looking for. Communications coordinator, SAB alternate, some of or racial inequity, and then if there's anyone who's interested in admin and finance. So if you're interested in switching up what committees or responsibilities you have, we can work with that. But we're just trying to fill some of the really important things that Senate has either committed to with the initiative or has to do with SAB and the 3-year plan and minutes. So the exciting news, though, is that at the moment, I think between President Green and I, we know 4 people who are interested in joining Senate. So that is great news. Now is the time to recruit. The applications for next year are already due in like 7 weeks. March 7th is the deadline for that, if I'm remembering off the top of my head. So we really focus a lot of this semester on planning for next year already. So those are the big things I have. I am optimistic that if we get some of these roles and responsibilities filled, that we're going to have a really solid semester. So I appreciate everything that people are already doing to step up and kind of fill in, since our numbers are much lower than our total number we could have. So I see Senator Weiner has a hand up.
Yes. So if we want to give a presentation in one of our classes, do we have a designated PowerPoint, or can we put something together for it?
Yes, there is a designated PowerPoint. VP Moreno and VP Said will work on making sure that's updated and probably bring it back next week or the week after. So everyone can see what it is, where it is, but thank you. That would be helpful. We'll include the election dates because I don't think we have anything like that in the presentation right now.
All right. Does that conclude your report, Advisor Rome?
It does.
All right. And just to add one little thing, not to add any negativity to the such positive thing, Francisco is no longer with us, so just found that out. So we'll take that off him off the list, unfortunately. But we're good. We're good otherwise. So, all right, student. So this is gonna kind of go a little bit quick here in this next section. Student Activities Board vacant. Housing Accessibility Update vacant. Digital Equity Update. Senator Zebel, do you have anything for digital equity?
No, I didn't know we met, and I missed the meeting. How's that work? That. So next week, I'll have a detailed, actually pretty detailed in report, I'm sure, because it's a new semester and new things are going to be happening. So I'm sure there's going to be a lot.
All right, awesome. We really would appreciate that next week. So thank you. Moving down, Racial Inequity Committee is vacant. Textbook Affordability Committee vacant, unless Advisor Rome, you're still meeting? You guys still meeting, or any new information?
The committee didn't meet in December and won't meet in January because the bookstore is so swamped. But we'll meet again.
All right, thank you. Public Safety Committee, Senator Willis, you have a report for us? Senator Willis, you there?
Sorry, I double-clicked my mute button.
It's all right.
Can you hear me now?
Yep.
Oh,
yeah,
okay,
definitely.
good. So we're currently working on the logistics of trying to get a schedule. We have not met yet for the semester. So I should have an update, hopefully by our next meeting.
All right, awesome. Thank you very much, Senator Willis.
You're welcome.
All right, next, Wisconsin Student Government, VP Boyd Anderson or Sabranik.
So we had a meeting about 10 days ago, I believe. It was the 11th, I think, wasn't it? Or yeah, something around that. So we there was a few proposals that we were working on to trying to get passed. One of the proposals overall, they were kind of to increase funding for the technical college system in order for educational resources such as textbooks and technology to be more available to students, because unfortunately many students are unable to obtain certain resources due to financial reasons. So we're trying to kind of make it so we could help take care of that. We also were trying to get rid of there's this law in Wisconsin that makes it so certain technical colleges don't have like arts and science degrees, and only 5 do. I'm not sure if Madison is one of them. I think so. I think they are. Yeah, Madison is one of them, but other technical colleges don't have that. So we are also trying to get rid of that so we can make sure that other colleges can offer those, and as well, and also we are trying to get rid of the 6 credit. So in order for certain students to be to obtain like financial aid for educational programs, they have to be on have 6 credits. That is hurting many students because they're many are, though they might meet the requirements for as far as income goes for financial aid, they do not meet the 6 credit requirements. I think that also is related to financial reasons, because each class costs money. So and we are also trying to change the 10 semester requirement for obtaining there's like a cap for 10 semesters. Like you can only be on financial aid for 10 semesters. We're instead trying to change that into 6 years, because the kind of, I guess, the way it works, I guess, benefits students more to have it on 6 years rather than 10 semesters. And we also had a representative, Pat Snyder, speak, he's a state representative from the state assembly, and I also heard they were voting on some legislation in the afternoon. I unfortunately was not able to be there for the whole event. I had scheduling conflicts. I had an appointment during the afternoon portion of it, so unfortunately I was not able to represent the college during that, and I apologize for that. Yeah, that is pretty much what's going on in the Wisconsin student government.
And the only information I'd like to add to that is the policy advisor for WTCS also presented on proposed tuition increase, the best estimate. So it's not voted on yet, but for 2021-2022, that it should rise by about 1.75%. And that's for all of the schools in the WTCS system. And then additionally, there is a new public relations role that was created for WSG. And then lastly, but certainly more important, I think right now, pertinent, I guess, is we need people to start signing up for the legislative seminar. And that's the sign up has to be before February 5th. But again, Madison College is kind of hosting that and taking charge for it. I don't know, Ellie, not to put you on the spot, I don't know if there's anything more you'd like to elaborate about the legislative seminar, but that's all I wanted to add or contribute for updates from WSG.
Yeah, I would just say that it's happening February 22nd, which is a Monday. I'm going to send the details and the official request to let me know if you want us to register you. It is $90 per person that the Student Senate pays. So we do need you to really commit to participating for ideally 100% of the day, but at least 75%, since it is something that the student fees are being used to pay for. So I'll send an email. I'll try to remember to do that tomorrow so that you can let me know. Ideally, if we can get the registration in earlier, that would be better, because they're planning to mail things to everyone who registers, some goodies. So they need a little extra time to do that. I thought there was something else. I was going to ask if sort of an informal vote, if I can, if the Student Senate would be comfortable with paying for non-Senate members to participate. Usually this is an opportunity that's opened up at other schools to any student who's interested. I was thinking about just posting something in Wolfpack Connect to see if any student might be interested in participating in the day. It's kind of a cool event. Is that a comment, Senator Willis?
No, I just had a question. Do you have a set number of students that you're looking at? So if you get 50 people that want to go, how are we going to manage something like that?
I think the exec team maybe can look at a budget and see how many total, prioritize Senate members, and then first come, first serve after that. I don't have a number off the top of my head. I haven't looked at the budget in great detail since last semester. And we can always decide next week.
Well, I was just going to say, and this is where I'm looking at, again, looking for advice, Advisor Rome. Wouldn't something like that need to be more of a, I'm all for it, but it would need to be more of a formal vote, something to that nature, as we're making a decision that is really dealing with money. I mean, if the student fees are going to pay for students to go, I mean, just as much as the seriousness of the commitment of, a senator going to, $90 commitment, that it should really have more of a formal vote. I don't think that if we could get some people to at least write up something to make maybe this more formal thing, I easily could help contribute to make this. I think it's a great idea, but I'm just saying, like, if we're to follow the rules,
yes, I guess my informal was thinking more like, what do people think of this, for us to come up with an actual plan, because it would require a bill to actually pay for more than one person to go, because it'd be more than $100. So that was kind of where I was thinking informal, like what is your feeling if we, do we start this conversation outside of Senate, see who's interested, then figure out the budget. Yeah.
VP Boyd.
It just came to me, so sorry.
Yeah, no, there's nothing wrong with that.
I think what I really like about the idea, if we're looking long term, is one, and I'm not talking badly, but somebody who's saying, yeah, I want to spend my entire day at a legislative, seminar. One, that's a special kind of interest. But two, if we're looking at recruitment for next year, if we're looking at the turnover, if we're looking at people who have an interest in partaking in that type of event, I think would also be an excellent overlap for recruitment to Senate. I don't see this being something where we're going to have 500 people who are like, hey, a full day of legislative seminar, that sounds phenomenal, and so that's where I'm kind of looking at. Like, I don't think it's going to be huge numbers, but I think it would be an excellent recruiting tool too if we look at overlap.
I think that, yeah, I agree. I can't disagree with you on that. I think it's another thing. All right, then let's table it for now. Like we've brought it up. E-team, we're talking next week a little bit about it. And this is something that will be brought up at next GA. So, but thank you, Advisor Rome, for bringing that to our attention. It is a really good idea, though. Okay, so where are we at? Well, I was going to, and Senator Sobranik, VP Boyd, you guys also done with your report on Wisconsin student government then?
Yep.
Good. Okay. Awesome. Thank you for the report. It's a lot of great stuff that you guys are working on. I mean, really. All right. Regional and Metro campus reports. Reedsburg is vacant. Watertown vacant. Portage vacant. Fort Atkinson vacant. Goodman South vacant. And then the Northern Regional Engagement Committee is now vacant. College Assembly and Council reports. College Assembly is vacant. Academic. I mean, I don't know if you want me to give a report or not. I can give a report. I mean, we've been continuing process on for these breakout groups, we're talking to everyone, every bit of the head people of the, like everyone, I don't know how to explain it, but faculty, administration, a lot of different part-time, full-time, you name it, in these breakout groups, talking about ways that we can be, bringing more diversity, not only to the college, but into specific arenas like advising. Mental health was one. I'm a part of the regional one. Different arenas and finding ways to do that to ensure a good experience for everyone, students, staff, and guests. And then reconvening, coming back into the full meeting at the assembly, and then sharing those ideas. We're trying to make progress on it. We also had FPIC presented their I think this was their first their first read, their 10-year plan, which was fantastic. And I believe yes, Senator Willis is on that. I want to give a shout out to Senator Willis on helping develop that. I've read that thing; it's pretty cool, and that there would be looking for a green team, which I trademark on my name though, but really a team of people, a team of including students, a student representative that would be focusing on green energy and a way to help reduce the amount of power that's being used. So yeah, a lot of great stuff at this meeting that we had at the assembly. So, all right, I'm done with the report though after that, unless there are any questions. But now Academic Council is vacant. Diversity and Community Relations Council, VP Poi, do you have a report?
Not really. We meet February 3rd, so we haven't done anything over break. There were no updates or communications or anything like that. So in February, I will have a report.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Facilities Planning and Investment Council, Senator Willis, do you have a report?
Yes. Basically, pretty much you touched on it, but what happened was we gave a first read last month to College Assembly on our energy management plan under the sustainability policy, and we'll be given a second read in February. So we're working on making just 2 corrections or modifying it, because there were 2 suggestions made for adding diversity into the plan, that actual verbiage. So that'll occur next month. That's the end of my report.
Thank you very much, Senator
You're
Willis. Okie dokie, Finance Council vacant. Information Technology Council, Senator Zebel, anything?
We have not met yet, no sir.
All right. Institutional Effectiveness Council is vacant. Professional Development Council, Senator Willis.
No report.
All right, okie dokie. And then Student Affairs Council, VP Moreno.
So we're gonna have a big meeting soon with the other committees. Right now, it's kind of divided. Every group of the mental health committee, they're looking up for having like the small overview of what everyone did over the break and what questions they have for the whole team. So when I have more information on that, I'll bring it up.
Sounds good. Thank you very much. Moving down, we have no old business items to look into, then no new business items to look into, and keeping on with VP Moreno, we're just going to have her give us a nice little food pantry status report update, however you want to call it, but take it away, VP Moreno.
Sure thing. So the food pantry started last week, and we're gonna have the same format. It's gonna be pickup where it usually is in the Trex campus and the Goodman South campus. Hours are the same. What we're doing is that we're updating like all of our flyers, all of our like small signs, big signs, everything that's going to be updated so that students can reach it out more. There were a lot of new students this first week and at the very end of last semester. there was a total of a little bit less than 400 student visits total that last semester, which was incredibly amazing. So many bags, so many pounds too. But yeah, and definitely we are still receiving donations. A lot of faculty have stopped by to give by donations. So far, we have planned on keeping promoting through the small flyers that we share and staple on each of the bags, and our Instagram, which is with the Pure Health educators. They're going to have different events planned out throughout the weeks of the semester. So far, we have planned up until March. We're going to be doing it's a diabetes month, and we're gonna have also heart health as well. We're gonna do a wellness challenge once again. The other thing that's gonna be completely new, this is first time, we're gonna have fruits. So that's gonna be something new for the pantry. And hopefully people will like it. It's gonna be a system that we contacted with Second Harvest. So it's gonna be like fresh fruits for that week specifically. So everything has to go by that specific week. Other than that, we have planned on starting to send out things that we have, I would say, like extra of. So, for example, we're going to have a pasta week coming up. Next week is pasta week. We already did some canned goods this first week. There's going to be chili week. There's going to be snack weeks, and as well as like a back to basics, International Women's Month. We're going to be giving out women products as well. So so far, food pantry is running great. We're definitely stored and packed up. It was kind of empty when we came back, but it's completely packed up right now. Other than that, definitely just getting on with our same system, seeing how things work. We did send out a survey last semester, and the results were that overall people were grateful with the over like the what we were doing. And yes, I think that there were no specific like negative comments. We did receive some emails of students making like really, really specific questions. But since both Jessica and I, which is the other Pure Health educator, we don't have that much experience with very specific questions regarding health or a poverty situation, homelessness. Denise helps us with those, so she's taking charge of those. Other than that, I would say that we're good, and we're gonna keep going for the very end of the semester. And yeah, I mean, when I'm gone, I know that another food pantry position will open if anyone is interested in that as well. But there's no volunteering with the Trex food pantry because it's a limited space. But I'm not sure if the Goodman South Campus, I don't think will have volunteers, but it is going to be with the Service Learning Academy that they're gonna be volunteering with the East Madison Food Pantry. And yes, we are kind of, I mean, we let people know about that resource as well, included other resources such as laundry, like hotlines to call just in case anything happens. And yes, just I think that kind of concludes everything.
That's fantastic. I mean, I'm saying that lightly, but I was thinking, and I know you probably won't have the answer to this, and I don't know if Advisor Rome could assist, but that survey, is there any relevant information that could be gathered off of that survey that could help towards our housing accessibility initiative and could help towards racial inequity? Because I mean, I don't know the survey, so that's why I'm just asking. But if there's any relevant information that could maybe hit any of those marks, I think that I would be, if it's okay, if publicly viewable, I don't know or not, but I think it would be good for us, at least to add to it while we're trying to get everyone back together, you know.
No, definitely. I can ask Denise because I know that we have that on one of our systems in the computers back at the college, and I'll give it a look, ask Denise to see if I can have it and share with you guys. I think that's so, like, the questions weren't like extremely, it wasn't a big survey. It was really short. It was like a minute survey. But yeah, I could get more information on that.
I'll be honest, I don't I feel like there's sometimes a few surveys that go around and it gets a little confusing. I just remember one that I thought was sometime around in the fall that that was talking about mental health a little bit, but I don't know if it relates in or not, but I'm just curious. But no, just check in. But see if there is. You've got the eyes I'm talking about like seeing, is that relevant or not? All right. Any questions though? The reason why I and the E-team advisor Rome thought this was important to have VP Moreno kind of give some information to is obviously this is something that's very special to Senate. But there's a lot of stuff going on specifically with needing hunger and dealing with housing. I mean that I'm going to say the word wrong, moratorium. I'm going to say complete, but getting extended. I mean, these are big issues, especially right during these times, and we appreciate all the help Denise does. We appreciate the help that you do, VP Moreno, and you said the other in the female's name. What was her name again?
Jessica.
Jessica, and give her a special thanks from us as well. A high five, a virtual one. But if this is a good time to ask these questions and say if anyone is interested, figure out ways to join. I mean, I was aware a second how this was very much a big contributing factor, and but that's which I love, and it is really great to see fruit. Fruit help keep us healthy. Any questions though? Otherwise, we will move on. No, well, she's right here anytime you need her. So thank you, VP Moreno. That was very informative and helpful. So now we move down to announcements here. It is, I'm going to just say it again, communication. I need you to just reach out to me, Advisor Rome, the E-team. We need to be talking. That includes checking teams. Even if you just glance on, you got to check in. I'm going to get to you in 1 sec, Advisor Rome. Office hours, they do apply. They started applying again this week. I created the office hours log is in the same spot that the fall one was in. It's labeled fall spring 2021 office hours log, whatever. I don't remember the last word, but it's the same as identical format, everything. But 2 hours for the senators, 4 hours for the officers. There's stuff that can be done. Obviously, you guys have seen it. There's stuff that can be done. The virtual hours we're not yet implementing those. Again, you will know when that happens. I am looking. Maybe I should have said this in my report. The advisor and the E-team, we're all looking for someone who could be a substitute tomorrow, temporarily fill and assist the hole for SAB, so that someone can be there as a representative. You don't have to say you don't have to say anything right now, but we're hoping that someone would take step up. The people I've talked to, they're doing what they can. I know everyone's doing what else that they can. It's unfortunate, but if you can just let me or Advisor Rome know before 1:30 tomorrow. Otherwise, we just have to do it how we gotta do it. But I'm gonna go and say Advisor Rome and then Senator Zebel.
I forgot to mention in my report that I will also be sending out sign up for the virtual office, hoping to get that actually up and running, not next week, but the week after. So keep an eye out for that.
Yeah. Senator Zebel.
Is the GHC open with all the COVID hours and stuff? Does anybody know?
Good question. I believe it is, but it's a very good question.
What was the question?
Is the group health on campus open currently?
Yes, it is.
So they're doing all their things and all their deals for students and everything, or is that?
I didn't hear that first part. Say it.
Like, are they doing all their, like, for example, the dentistry had a 35, for student thing. Are they doing that all still with the COVID, or is that more?
Some things are happening, some things aren't. So, like the GHC clinic is fully operational. They have all the same services they did before. I don't have a lot of details about like the optical technician or dental assistant services, but imagine they're probably on the website. We can try to look into that.
Yeah, we'll figure that out and let you know. But yeah, it's definitely, I got a thing with my foot that's all my foot's all numb. My big foot is numb. I don't know. It's been like that for a month and a half now. I just been kind of putting it off, but it's getting worse. Ugh, it's really getting worse. All right. Well, now I told you a really detailed facts about me, sir. I hope you guys are happy. You got to know a little bit more about me. So, all right. So, that's it for the first GA of spring semester. We made it. We did it. I will entertain a motion to adjourn the meeting whenever anyone would like to give me one. VP Saeed, and second by Senator Willis. And I see you guys getting ready there. Just hold on. All those in favor, you can raise those thumbs up now. Hands now. All right. All those opposed, obviously, and any abstentions, and we're adjourned. I will see everyone. It's adjourned at 5:25. I'll see everyone next week. If I don't see you sooner, be safe, obviously, and welcome back. All right. So I am going to